Live from the 409, Ashley Elam and Mike Canizales. 409 Sports Blitz on 12 News. Brought to you by FordPlayerOfTheWeek.com.
Hi, and welcome to the 409 Sports Blitz live in Winnie, Texas, where it is in the 40s right now. So I've got my gloves on. He's a tough guy.
I don't need the gloves. I'm a tough guy. Yes,
he's a tough
from the
guy
Midwest
out
for a while. You just say Winnie,
Texas. Yeah.
There we go. Okay, there we go.
Now
Much
we
better.
did it.
Okay,
So
now we can move on.
Tonight, a district championship was on the line here in 12-3A Division I between East Chambers and Anahuac. East Chambers, we expected them to be here. Anahuac, they were the surprise team.
No, I mean, that's the thing. I mean, what Coach Greg Neese has done, this turnaround has been fantastic, but they could be no match for my man EC3, Ernest Caesar III.
We'll take a look at these highlights now. It's the 409 Sports Blitz Game of the Week.
The Game of the Week, brought to you by Acadian Ambulance.
And it was homecoming out here in Winnie, Texas, as East Chambers took on those Anahuac Panthers. And oh my goodness, we have a pooch kick on the opening kickoff of the game, and it works to perfection. The Buccaneers recover. 2 plays later, this is going to happen. Knowlton Shelvin, he is going around the edge, and you cannot stop that man. Look at his moves all the way through that secondary. He's going to go 35 yards to the house for the score, making it look easy. Buccaneers, they go up 7-0 at this point. Then, how about Ja'Cory Peralt? He's going to spin out, go around the edge, and he's into the end zone looking like Jamie Peralt.
Oh, that's another shout out to
PNG class of 98, touchdown there, 9 yards out, it's 14-0. Now, Peralt's going to go to the air, my friend, but this time he's going to get picked off by Landon Corbett, and you thought maybe, hey, that momentum was going to slow down a little bit. Anahuac's got some back, but they couldn't get any points out of the drive. Here comes East Chambers again. It's a short touchdown run by Ernest Caesar the third. 21-0 at this point. Now, Peralt's going to swing it out to Caesar, and look at the balance. He's staying in bounds. He's going to go 44 yards down the sideline.
EC3.
Touchdown, 28-0. Now, he would leave the game. He was in a walking boot. They tell me he's going to be okay. Just before the half, though, Foster Kreitzer to Zion Clark. It's a score 28-7. But as we go to the final, it is all East Chambers. Your final was 45-14. Congratulations to the Buccaneers. They've clinched a share, at least, of that district title.
No, I mean, here's the thing. You're very close to your prediction. I was way off. I think I said 24-7. You were right. I will actually
42-24.
bow down to you this week. So for that one,
I'm terrible at predicting World Series games, but I got the football thing down pretty good.
Terrible at predicting World Series. 0-4. Oh, let's not even talk about that.
And what this sets up, it means East Chambers will be the #1 seed out of the district, because no matter what happens, they've already beat Orangeville, they've already beat Anahuac, so it's impossible for them. Well, no, actually, carry the one. No, yep. East Chambers is that #1 seed.
I'm not good at math, so don't even look at me when it comes to math. That's my wife.
Now let's take another look at the scoreboard here for the rest of the district. There was some other district action from 12-3A Division I, and this is how it looked from around the area. Orangeville goals on the road, 37-6 over Warren. So they're going to be playing Anahuac next week. The winner of that game will get the #2 seed out of the district. So there you go there. And Buna, they take care of business. They knock off Hardin 28-0.
That's not a shock there with Buna. Look at them.
Buna's
we actually ran into some fans from Buna the other day at
Buc-ee's. They did. Another score from that district. Also up in Woodville wins the battle of the Villes, 48-7 over Kirbyville. So there you go. Eagles getting back in the win column. Now, another big game was going on over at the reservation tonight.
Yes, our alma mater tonight. Let's take a look at those highlights there. Handshakes and no high fives there for our Indians.
No high fives.
But good start, though, for the Indians. Blake Boast is going to hook up with Peyton Parenza. He's going to get drilled, but he hangs on for the Indians' first down there. What a play there. Couple plays, though, later. Boast on the quarterback keeper, 16 yards out. Mo money, mo problems. Indians get on the board first, 7-0. Look at Rashawn Johnson there. Texas Longhorns.
Hey, look at old Shug out there.
Barbers Hill, though, looking to come back. Eagles here. Kapua to call it. Give me the loot. With that OBJ, like one-handed catch. There was a little bit of a delay, but it was a touchdown, though. Winchell looking to flip the script like a movie director. He'll go on to find Sosa on the reverse pass. Couple plays later in the red zone. Boast. Oh, look at that there. They should have given that kid some Frito pie there.
Now I'm hungry. Thanks a
So
lot.
I'm always hungry there. Boast to Winchell. Give me 2 claps and a Ric Flair woo Ash on that one as the Indians get that touchdown. However, they're going to fall to the Barbers Hill Eagles. This one 40-35.
And that is the first time that Barbers Hill has ever beaten P&G. This was the 5th meeting between the schools, and Barbers Hill's got that inside track to the district title right now.
Yeah, I mean, they have been clearly the top team pretty much the entire way. But P&G, they got another tough matchup coming up next week.
And I cannot emphasize this enough before we throw it out to Tyler.
Yep.
P&G, you do not want the number 3 or 4 seed out of that district, because then you're going to run into either a Manville or Fort Bend Marshall.
Oh.
You don't want that. Not in the first round.
You don't want no problems, big fella, with that one.
But how about Tyler Segerman? He was out there and he was texting me about all these big catches tonight. And he got to see Rashawn Johnson. It looks like he was at a big-time game. Tyler Segerman, take it away, sir.
What a game. This one came down to the very last possession, but Barbers Hill was able to seal it with a late interception. I'm joined here by Coach Westerberg with Barbers Hill. And take me through those last 3 minutes of the game. You guys had a chance to seal it, turn the ball over. What happened on defense that sealed this one?
It's just two good teams going against each other, and it came down, like you said, somebody had to make a play. And their defense stepped up and made a play, caused a turnover and we had a chance to get down and score. And then now it's our defense's turn, and Ashton Hamby stepped in and made a great interception with just a little time left, and then we were able to run the clock out.
Awesome. Now, obviously, with this win, Barbers Hill wins their first district title since 2011. How's that feel as a coach here in your 4th year?
It's awesome. It's something that we started and have kind of gotten better and better every year. And this year, I told the team we're going to be a special team. And we talked about the 2011 district championship for a long time now, and we brought it home tonight.
Awesome. Now, you guys got a long bus ride back to Mont Bellevue, but how are you guys going to celebrate on that way home?
Well, we got a little Dickie's food waiting on us in there, and we're gonna have a little fun, a little celebration. We're gonna enjoy it. I know that.
Awesome. Well, congratulations, Coach, on the win. I'll let you get back to your team. Appreciate it. Again, this is Coach Westerberg with Barbers Hill. Again, they win here 40-35, remain undefeated in district, and win their first district title in 8 years. Ashley, Mike, back to you.
Appreciate it, Tyler. Yeah, that's a big win there. Barbers Hill is now your district champion, first district championship, as he said, since 2011. The Eagles looking really good right now.
No, man, they are firing on all cylinders. I mean, for a hot minute, we were kind of thinking it's definitely going to be P&G, maybe running away with this until Barbers Hill. Yeah, they've been on strong as of late.
They have been. P&G, as I said, taking on Nederland next week. A little Mid-County madness. Going to need to get that win.
Yes, they
Another
will.
team trying to stay in the playoff hunt. Actually, 2 teams.
Yes.
Vidor and Baytown Lee. They were over at Ivan Croakfield Pirates Stadium. Beautiful night for football as we take a look at Big Buck on the sidelines. Vidor, that's going to be Zach Seacrest. And Seacrest is getting loose, that slot team mafia, getting the ball moving down the field before he is taken down after a few yards. That's Big Buck and Little Buck, as we saw Artificial Buck. There's bucks everywhere. It's getting buck wild out there. And then it's going to be, look at this. Vidor's throwing the football, folks. Vidor threw the ball.
I think that was the first. Oh, my.
Brad Nunez had the catch. It's homecoming in Vidor.
Are those mums or corsages? What are they,
At
folks?
P&G, we call them corsages. Everywhere else, it's a mum. We're so confused right now. How about this? Baytown Lee with the ball. Ajnia Woolley to Elijah Partita. Big first down. Gander's trying to get on the board with the field goal before the half. It is no good. And Vidor, they were on top of this one, 19-7. Let's go to the scoreboard. And it has gone final. Let's take a look. Yes, it has. The Pirates get the win. They are still in the playoff hunt. Big win over Lee, 19-7. How about some other scores from that district tonight, or one other big score? And we're talking about the Nederland Bulldogs in Crosby tonight. And we have an update from Nederland. Take a look at their scoreboard here coming up. And yes, wow,
Ooh,
Crosby has come back
close.
on top. Crosby on top 29-21. And this game's been going back and forth all night long.
No, it has been all night long. And I actually picked Crosby for this one, too. So, yes.
You did, but I picked Nederland. So, DOGGIES, come on, doggies, do your best and get me a win tonight. Now, let's go out to LCM Batlin Bears Stadium. The Batlin Bears battling for a district title.
And you know who's out there, right?
Who?
The King!
The King!
Ethan McCollum.
Oh, we love that guy.
Yes, we sure do. But, hey, I don't think the Falcons do. Huffman right off the bat, looking for Pearson. Look at that catch. for the first down. That is going to set up this touchdown run here by A.J. San Miguel. Falcons get on the board first. Unbelievable. They've been undefeated all season long.
Yeah, they're good.
Yeah, no.
That's good. That's usually good when you're undefeated.
However, the Batlin Bears fans, they do not agree with that, though. Falcons, they're going to get the ball back this time. Miguel, again, he's going to punch it in for his second touchdown of the night. The King, though, he's tired of it. It's time for him to start playing the game himself here.
Let's see it.
However, Ethan McCollum, my man, he's always a bad man. This time around,
that's actually Huffman with the ball.
Never mind. Looks like we're going to cut away to Huffman there. San Miguel is going to score again for the hat trick. Falcons, they're going to go on to win this ball game over the Batlin Bears by a score of 35-14.
Do you need a hug? Because Ethan didn't get the win tonight.
I am a little disappointed in my man Ethan McCollum. He has been firing all cylinders. He is a bad man, but you know what? I haven't given up on him, though.
Other scores from 11-4A D1 to pass along tonight. And it was some close games and some good games. Lumberton falls on the road to Splendora 14-7. Low-scoring games.
Yes. How about Bridge City, though? 14-8.
The Cardinals get a win. 14-8.
Victory!
Victory for Old BC. Congratulations to the Cardinals. It has gone to overtime. Whoa!
Unbelievable.
Nederland and Crosby are headed to OT, tied at 29. You love breaking news in the middle of the show.
I love breaking news. However, this breaking news, I'm trying to catch up with you. I'm still 4 games behind you.
I need you to win, Nederland.
I need you to win, Crosby. Uncle Johnny, don't be upset at me.
I never thought as a P&G alum I'd be saying, go Nederland. Go Nederland! Let me put him away in the standings.
As a P&G alum, I will not go against my Indians. Forget the Bulldogs.
I wasn't going against the Indians. I'm going against Crosby.
I know you are, but I'm just saying, though.
Support Mid-County. Anyway, it is time now for the Band of the Week, and this time, some people outside of our viewing area took home the title. They got on the computer. They got their votes in. Anahuac was the Band of the Week. Kate Sauter got to catch up with them before tonight's performance.
The Band of the Week, brought to you by Beasley's Smokehouse Sausage.
It is week 10 out here. Hey guys, I'm Kate Sauter for your Band of the Week. This week, it is the Anahuac Panthers, and they're super excited. We're going to go tell them they won. Okay guys, something warm out here. The Band of the Week, they're on fire this week. It is the Anahuac Panthers. Congrats, guys. Okay, time to get to know this band before you see them perform. What is your favorite part about this band?
Being with the people I love and spending every moment with them.
What is your favorite song to perform?
ball back up to about the 47-yard line.
And you're watching 409 Sports on 12 News.
And welcome back to the 409 Sports Blitz here in Winnie, Texas, as we like to call it. East Chambers grabbing the big win tonight, and Coach wants to get out of here. He's got stuff to do. He didn't invite us.
He's just whistling at some people, too.
He didn't invite us, but he did whistle at the custodian to leave the light on, like literally pulled out the whistle, which might have been the coolest thing I've ever seen, just to help us out here. Coach, congratulations.
Thanks.
District champs.
Yeah, it's been a couple of years, so we're extremely excited about it.
Now, Coach, I know my man, Ernest Caesar III.
The third.
He was seen in a walk-in mirror. What's going on with that there, Coach?
Yeah, he got rolled up on in the first quarter, and he continued to play and did some good things in the first half. And then I guess after sitting around for 30 minutes when he tried to come out in the second half, he was a no-go. So we went ahead and put him in a boot, and we'll reevaluate him in the morning and try to get him ready for the playoffs.
That now knowing, though, that you are the district champ and you got that #1 seed in the bag, does that help to be able to rest some guys like that going into the playoffs?
Yeah, guys that are nicked, we may rest them next week. We'll just kind of have to evaluate where we are. We're working off of a short week. We play on Thursday next week, so we'll reevaluate things Monday and see what we need to do personnel-wise.
Do you like that short week right now? I mean, it gives you an extra day to scout, maybe.
No, I actually like it. That way we can get it over with on Friday. We can go see our first-round opponent on Friday night. And, I like playing on Thursday of the last playing date.
Any clue who you might play in the first round?
Well, we should get the winner of Cold Spring and Elkhart who played tonight. And I sent scouts to see it, but I have not had a chance to talk to them to see who actually won that game. But we're going to get the winner of that game.
Sounds good.
Sounds great to me, Coach. Here's my thing, though, because I thought we were about to cue it out there. But real fast, back to Ernest Caesar. Him, Shelton, and Perrott, how big are those three for this team?
Well, I actually called a couple quarterback runs tonight. I hadn't been calling any since Perrott took over, just trying to protect him a little bit. Yeah. And I felt like we needed it a little bit tonight. And you saw he scored a touchdown on the first Q run that I called.
He looked like Jamie Perrott, class of 1998 with me at P&G. Might be related. Oh, it's his dad.
That's like his 10th shout out there.
He has a chance to be a really special player. Our backup behind him is not quite as good as him, so we've been trying to protect him a little bit. But he is going to be a really good player. He's a freshman now, and he can do some things.
Well, that's great, Coach. We're going to let you go because I know you got things to do.
Thanks.
That we're not invited to, but it's okay.
That's all right.
Congratulations on the win,
Coach. We're going to keep the stadium safe for you. You get on out of here.
We'll be sure to lock it up.
I appreciate it so much. Thanks so much, Coach.
Thank you, Coach.
All right. Now, we're going to go to our next highlights. Now, we're going to keep it going. The highlights. West Orange Stark and Liberty. Our very own Derry Chilo went down the road to catch this one in at War Memorial Stadium. And, yes, we're going to get things going off here. Going to get a handoff here to Jason Ziegler Jr., and Junior is breaking through this one inside the 25-yard line before he finally goes down. More from Woos. The handoff's going to go to Andre Thomas Jr. If you have a junior, you got the ball tonight. That's basically it. Juniors all around. Another handoff. This one going to Ziegler Jr. Touchdown Mustangs, but the two-point conversion was no good. 6-0 West Orange Stark. How about the Mustangs here again? Gonna get this one to Siobhan Crawford. He is down inside to the 5-yard line, setting up this. Elijah Gales making it look easy. Touchdown.
That's a bad man right there.
Two-point conversion, though, is no good. Have no fear. West Orange Stark well in control. They were up 39-0 in the fourth, the last I saw. And as we go to the big board, Mustangs, they win it by that score, 39-0.
Woo! There's another big game going on tonight, though, Ash.
Big games everywhere.
I'm talking about Horns Up, Hampshire at Silsbee. Over at Hampshire, they welcome the Tigers. And did you take a look at that Tiger tunnel? Isn't she a beaut there, Clark? Tigers' first possession. Huge. Raymond Foster drops back, going off the top like Randy Savage to find Cartwright for the easy touchdown. 7-0 Tigers. Marcus Morris, so back in business, though. Splits the defenders like Big Ernie McCracken. He's going to pick himself back up like Roy Munson for the Longhorns' first down. Couple of plays later, Longhorns in the red zone. Morris dives it in, almost breaks his neck there for the touchdown.
That would have been bad.
That would have been really bad. 7-up, though, for the target. But here we go. Onside kick for the Longhorns, and they're going to recover. Tigers hit their own man, though. Offense back in business, though, for the Longhorns. He's going to stay strong in the pocket and connect with a wide-open Edwards, who's going to zigzag his way all the way.
He should have zigged when he zagged.
looking like Tecmo Bowl
I'm talking
there.
about the defender there, not the offensive guy.
That
He knew where he
too.
was going.
Yeah, exactly. Here we go. Morrison's going to set that up there. He's going to find and connect with Garrett Pichu for the touchdown. 13-7 at this point. Let's go to the final score. And it looks like the Silsbee Tigers came back to take this one from the Hampshire Net Longhorns, 27-21.
Keep an eye on
That's
the horns.
a huge victory there.
Keep
for the
an
Tigers.
eye on the horns, though. Even with that loss, they can do some big things in the playoffs. Now let's go out to Evansville, and it is homecoming out there in Rebel Country. The Fighting Kelsey Johnsons with the ball there. Clay Sylvester to Bryce Tusha with a nice pickup there. Then Sylvester to Chance Simon. Oh, but the ball is dropped. Evansville keeping things going here, and they were just all over. Look at that. Look like J.J. Watt. Jacob Moore is going to swat that ball away. Then it's going to pass back to Chase Simon, and there goes that man. The Rebels are on the board. Touchdown, Evansville at this point.
A couple inches away, that could have been hit of the week right
It
there.
could have been, but now Chase Smith, he's going to go ahead and take it in for the 2-point conversion around the edge. Evansville starting to take control of this one. And then how about Tyler Ferguson? Big hit coming up right there. Boom! Taking them down. Evansville wins this one. Final 41-0. No problem with those Bulldogs out of Colemanville tonight.
Look at the Fighting Kelsey Johnsons, 41-0.
Look at them. Homecoming. You got to win homecoming. You got to.
Let's take a look at another scoreboard here, though, and the Grapeland, the Sandys, taking out West Hardin, Justin Kelms, 35-0.
Sandys are good. They're real good. They're real good every year, and that's not really a big surprise there. But, yep, the Oilers, they're still going to playoffs. Time to pick yourselves up. How about Kelly?
Let's take a look at those Bulldogs and those Monte Cristo Lions. I tell you what, Ash, senior night at Kelly, that's Tracy and her son, Jackson LaPre there.
Oh, well, look at that.
That is a beaut, Clark. I tell you what, though, Kelly was warm. It took a while because there was a game delay due to some traffic on I-10. This one didn't get started till a little bit later. That's all right, though, because the Kelly Bulldogs will go on here. Gage Peterson will fake the handoff and take it all the way to the house. 45 yards out for an early Bulldog lead. 7-0 there. Mr. and Mrs. Bulldogs loving that there. Really? Was that, I don't know what that was there. Lions, they're going to throw a pick to Owen Sheldon, though. Bulldogs, they're going to get back on the offensive possession here as Zach Moon, not related to Warren, not related to Jackie Moon. He's going to power his way. I'm pretty positive.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, well, then again, we could take some tests.
We're going to go ahead.
I'm taking it there.
Ancestry.com.
You pop me every week with stuff. Justin Mays, so he's going to later make a few players miss here with this block. Watch this. Whoop! Whoop! He's going to go in there for the touchdown there. Kelly, they're going to go on to win this one 43-0 over Monte Cristo.
Yes. Well, it's Cristo Ray.
Cristo Ray. Yeah.
You heard me calling him Monte Cristo earlier.
You did, yes, and it actually goes to there.
Other scores from tonight, and we're going to talk about that was expected. North Shore over Beaumont United, 42-14. Not expected. Westbrook has lost their second district game. Second game in district. Second game of the year. They lose to Deer Park 35-27.
I mean, at some point, look, we all know that Westbrook offense is high-powered. It's just that defense has been suspect for a little bit of time, though. Very shocking right here.
But in the end, you got to wonder, hey, that makes Deer Park into the playoffs. They look like they would go D1. Yep. That would guarantee Westbrook goes D2. So maybe it helps them out with that loss. Another score in 9-4A Division II. Jasper, no problem. They take down Tarkington 48-3. The Bulldogs just quietly coming back to life after that shocking loss to Diboll. Other scores from tonight around the 409. No problem for Newton. They're going to win another district championship. Big shocker there. 62-0 all over Corrigan Camden, the Fighting Ray Woodards. That's where he went to high school, by the way. And Anderson Shiro, no problem with Kuntz. The Lions still struggling this year. Final there was 52-6.
And then we got St. Augustine 62-0 over Deweyville. West Sabine taking out whole day setup 44-20.
Other small school scores from tonight. So we keep on rolling ahead. Speaking of Ray Woodard, his Chester Yellow Jackets, they fall on the road at Trinidad, not Tobago, 46-0 there. And also Community Christian. They got a win. Congratulations to the Lions. 51-6. I had faith in them.
Are you sure?
To beat Faith tonight.
Oh, like Faith Evans?
Yeah.
Why not? Why not Biggie Smalls? Okay.
Okay. R.I.P. Biggie Smalls. I mean, that's what we're going to do
I'll
here.
be missing you.
Oh, my gosh. We have a lot more coming up after the break, including a recap of tonight's game. EC wins, and also we're going to have our hit of the week, play of the week. We're going to hear from the band of the week. A lot more coming up next on the 409 Sports Blitz.
Welcome back. We are the East Chambers Buccaneers cheerleaders, and you're watching 409 Sports.
And welcome back to the 409 Sports Blitz here in a chilly Winnie, Texas.
Thank goodness there's no wind tonight.
Thank goodness, but it's always windy here. You always have the Gulf of Mexico literally just down the road.
Literally,
so it's nice that it's not windy tonight. But you know what is rolling, unlike the wind?
I thought you were talking about like, Limp Bizkit rolling, or She's Like the Wind, Patrick Swayze, Dirty Dancing.
I'd go Dirty Dancing in that.
Okay, I'll take that.
I don't like Limp Bizkit, but you know what I do like? I like that East Chambers offense, and it was on display tonight.
It's always on display.
In control in our game of the week. And yes, it is homecoming tonight. And as I always say, you have to win homecoming. And on the opening kick of the game, it's a pooch kick. It works to perfection. East Chambers ended up with the ball, and just 2 plays later, give the rock to Knowlton Shelvin, and there he goes around the edge. Look at this move. Whoop, whoop. Nobody's going to stop him. 35 yards later, he is into the end zone, and EC has taken a 7-0 lead in a flash. Then it's Ja'Cory Peralt. Another shout out to Jamie Peralt. Looking like his pops there around the end. He's going to go into the end zone for the score for 9 yards out. It's 14-0 Buccaneers, and you can already feel all that momentum on the green and gold side. But here comes Anahuac. They're settling down. Defense going to come up with a big play. Peralt picked off by Landon Corbett. Unfortunately, Anahuac couldn't get anything going on offense, so East Chambers ends up with the ball, and we're going to pick things up when Ernest Caesar the third takes it in for a short score, 21-0. How about more from the third? Peralt swinging it out to him, and he is somehow going to stay in bounds. Look at this. Look at the balance. He was in bounds. It was a good call. Touchdown there. 44 yards, 28-0. Just before half, Anahuac's going to get on the board, but it was all East Chambers tonight. Your final, 45-14. The Buccaneers clinch the district title and that #1 seed heading into the playoffs. That's huge.
No, that's very huge. And look, I thought Anahuac would at least put up a little bit more of a fight in this one, but you know what, as of right now, all season long, that East Chambers offense, especially over the past month, so it's been on fire and all
Gotcha. And we have just got an update. Nederland and Crosby are still playing right now. We're going to go to the big board. I'm hearing Crosby just scored, and they have. It is 36-29. They are in the second overtime. Nederland trailing this one, and you just got happy.
I did get happy because I am trailing you by 4 games overall, and I don't want to start, making stupid decisions next week just so that way I can try to beat you. I mean, I'm already beating Dave Campbell.
We always beat Dave Campbell. Dave Campbell's good at the beginning of the year to read when there's no football. Stick to your local guys. We know this. We know this stuff. Well, you know what it's time for? It's one of my favorite things.
You said earlier that you want to hit somebody, right?
I did. I really did.
It's been a while, right?
It's been a while.
So that means it's time for Hit of the Week.
Let's go to it.
Big hit of the week coming from Tyler Ferguson. Boom! Looking like Bill Goldberg. Not quite the spear, but that is a nice
Spearing's
tackle.
illegal.
It's very illegal there. Nice wrap up, though. That is your 5 Point Credit Union hit of the week.
And welcome back to the 409 Sports Blitz. We have ourselves an update from down the road, a little further down the road, like an hour. Crosby, they have knocked off Nederland in double overtime, 36-29. That is a huge win for the Cougars. It was supposed to be a down year, but not so fast. They are right in the thick of things.
I'll tell you what I'm disappointed in, though. Well, we'll hear this first.
Well,
Okay, well, never mind. Look, I'm disappointed in the fact that, yes, that Crosby won. That's fantastic.
He's really hung up on these picks.
And then Hampshire Finette, they go and lose it for me. Man, it was horns up.
He picked Hampshire Finette, I picked Silsby.
Yeah.
He's not going to catch me anyway. Yeah. Speaking of catching, tonight our very own Tyler Segerman was out at the reservation, our old stopping grounds.
Yes, sir.
And he had a chance to catch up with a pretty big-time football player. Horns up. Rashawn Johnson, Tyler Segerman.
Say that.
Were you in awe? Indian legend and one of the up-and-coming Longhorns right next to you.
Yeah, well, you're right. I did speak with Rashawn Johnson earlier. Unfortunately, he had to leave, so I'm stuck by myself here now as they continue to leave the lights on. But yeah, he was here, and so was hundreds of other people who witnessed one heck of a game. And that's what you get when you get two of the top teams in this district. They did not disappoint, and everyone here at the reservation got what they paid for. And surprisingly, it came down to defense when all this offense and scoring took place. The Eagles came up with a late interception with about a minute 30 to go and spoiling what could have been a potential game-winning drive by Blake Bloss and Coach Faircloth and the Indians. But this game was primarily all offense, and the scoreboard operator, I'm sure, had a lot on his plate as there were 75 points scored in this game. P&G opened up the scoring going right down the field, ending with a Blake Bloss touchdown run. Barbers Hill answered right back, and that was just the telltale sign of the game, or just the theme of the game. Is just back and forth, as there are a lot of points scored in this game. But it did come down to defense. Barbers Hill had a chance to seal it late in the game. P&G forced a fumble. P&G got the ball with about 2:30 left. Unfortunately for P&G, Blake Boast threw a costly interception as Barbers Hill sealed it with that and won their first district title since 2011. But P&G is not going to hang their heads. Ashley, Mike, you guys both know they're going to be ready to play because they got a big game coming up next week against Nederland.
It's going to be a big one. Definitely going to be a big one.
I've been a part of that game too. I know how huge that game is. It's crazy all week.
It's gonna see how both teams rebound because it's gonna have a weird feeling. Mid-County Madness. Both teams will not be playing for a district championship. I believe P&G has had at least a share of the last 4. 3 I know for sure. And Nederland's coming off a loss. P&G coming off a loss. And now it's about seeding. You need to win next week.
That's saying, and regardless of where they're at, this game is always so big that you just don't know. I mean, at the very beginning of the year, you just think to yourself, okay, P&G is going to run away with this when it comes time. Nederland has been finally coming up. Now you don't really know, but like you said, it's all about seeding. It's going to be very interesting to see what happens over there at Bulldog Stadium.
It certainly is. But right now, it's time to get to our 409 Sports Blitz Play of the Week.
The Play of the Week, brought to you by 5 Point Credit Union.
And the play of the week comes from the reservation as Boast is going to hook up with Peyton Proenza, who will get drilled, but hangs on to the ball for an Indians first down. That's going to later lead to a P&G touchdown. And that is your 5 Point Credit Union play of the week.
And welcome back to the 409 Sports Blitz live here in Winnie. East Chambers getting a huge win, winning the district championship over Anahuac. Panthers suffering their first district loss. Now it's time to start looking ahead to next week. We already mentioned one big game. It's got the title, you know it, Mid-County Madness. P&G and Nederland will just be playing for seeding, though. No district title on the line. Barbers Hill, they have earned that title. And also, how about LCM in Lumberton? That's another big seeding game coming up next week.
The King and the Slot Team Mafia out there with Lumberton.
It should be interesting. Should be interesting.
We'll see how that goes.
A couple of other big games next week. That Anahuac-Orangefield game will decide the number 2 seed out of that district. So it's all about positioning yourselves here going into week 11. And
that's another big matchup there. Horns up there with Hampshire Vanette taking on the Mustangs of West Orange Stark.
West Orange Stark, they look like, you know, it's a game that they should win. But Hampshire Vanette has been playing everybody tough, okay? They still have a shot at creating chaos chance.
No, they do. That's the thing. At the very beginning of the season, especially whenever they took out East Chambers, like that was a shock to both of us. I mean, we didn't expect that. And then since that East Chambers victory, they've been on a roll.
That's right. And if they can pull off the upset and knock off West Orange Stark, you're going to have a tri-championship. It's going to come down to head-to-head, to points, and it's going to be a mess. But you know what was not a mess? All the great social media all over Twitter today. That's what 409 Sports is all about. And, of course, it was cold, so everywhere you saw tonight, people had on their leather jackets on, feeling good out there.
Now, that looks like a corsage.
It's out there in nude. And, by the way, that's me. You can't really see what's going on here. But that's my breath. You kind of see it going off.
Take my breath away.
Kate decided to show my breath for some reason tonight. And also, hey, I know the guy who shot that picture. That's me.
He looks very familiar there.
That's right. East Chambers got things going tonight.
Shelton, though. He is fantastic. We
Unbelievable
talked
night.
to his sister earlier. She said he's going to score 4 touchdowns.
Well, I don't think he might have got 4. We'll have to go back and look at the stats. That's out there. Our very own Ben Parsons out there at Kelly High School. They beat Cristo Ray, not Monte Cristo, as you said earlier.
I know, right? Well, congrats to him and his Nats, right?
There you go. Don't say that.
Oh, no, right. How did our boy Tyler Seguin there? Hey, doing the thing out there. He did get Rashawn Johnson, but he came. Hey, I know that guy right there. That's Mike Canizales. Not
our
to
very
be
own Mike Canizales
with Nick or anybody else. Team Tegna.
Team Tegna all the way. That's what we do out here. But yeah, in the main thing you saw out everywhere tonight, people were bundled up, including us.
Yeah, I mean, you would think that it's snowing out here. Our very own Kate Sauter. You can't see her on camera.
You can't see our producer on camera.
Like a snow bunny right now, acting like she's in Colorado. So.
All right.
We feel great.
Well, until next week, we are all done out here in Winnie. Yep. Another week in the books. Week 11 coming up, the final week of the regular season. Until next time, we're going to leave you with our Band of the Week, the Anahuac Panthers.
The Band of the Week, brought to you by Beasley's Smokehouse Sausage.